to me, my Saturday Night Losers. I am Jesse, the Saturday Night Loser. Welcome to a special edition of Saturday Night Losers. This is part trace. That's 3. I think it's 3. I really don't know Chinese. Anyway, part 3 of the news boxes, San Diego Comic-Con 2018 coverage. Yes, I know. San Diego was over 2 weeks ago. Yes, I know. It's long in the tooth. What can I tell you? This, though, is impotent. This is the second half of my conversation with Khalil from Kastor's Korner, kastorscorner.com. Khalil experienced it all at San Diego Comic-Con. We had the first half of the conversation with him last week. This is the second half. It ran an hour, and because of attention spans and shit like that, I had to cut it in half. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, with this second half, we're going to talk a little bit more about San Diego. We're going to cover Titans and all kinds of San Diego goodness. I'm going to live through him vicariously of all the wonderful things that he's seen, did, and experienced in San Diego. Someday I'll be there. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Anyway, enough of my bullshit. Let's get right to it.
Let's talk. What'd you think of Titans? The Titans trailer.
Fuck Batman. I mean,
did that bother you?
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, right? I was like, first of all,
that was the other thing that I was yelling at the screen, because you know what? You showed that screwed up picture of Starfire from the set pictures.
Yes.
Where she looked horrible.
Yes.
But you didn't show the picture from the trailer where she looked perfect.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Of her like all like in fire and on and going, and I'm like, you know, he hasn't shown the picture of the color correction, you know, any special effects they're adding to her costume, anything about it. So like, I you know what?
And I want to address that in a second. I watched the trailer at work, and you know, it's just like all the other trailers. Blah, 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 this happens. And, I mean, because there's hardly ever Deadpool has curses. But all the other trailers don't. I was just, whoa. Fuck Batman. I don't have a problem with it because, as I think I said in the video, where Dick is in his life,
at that
he's
point,
pissed off at Batman. I get it.
Right. Yeah. No, and I think the idea of him being that aggravated and taking it back to the 70s, and the late 60s when, you know, Robin was on the Teen Titans and breaking away and becoming Nightwing. That period of time was very angsty Dick Grayson.
Yes.
You know, and I'm okay with it. Although, from what it looks like, it looks like they're mixing the Dixon McDaniel run with the 70s run that For the Life of Me, Perez, that Perez did.
Yeah, George Perez.
Yep.
That's right.
Him.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
That dude, that fella.
Oh, for that one.
Larry would put underneath the guy who it is.
I was going to type it in. Yeah. So when you know, they're mixing those two because it looked like Dick Grayson was a cop. Had Raven in an interrogation room. Mm-hmm. So
is it Bloodhaven?
Those two, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with that. Mm-hmm. I loved it. I think it looks good. The problem is, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay that streaming idea. So I think it depends on how they stream it. Are they going to do one episode at a time, but then leave them all up? You know, because I'm the kind of person that signs up for HBO for 2 months when I want to watch something and then cancels a subscription. Okay. Like I jump on and jump off as I need to. Okay. I know Hulu does it where they put 3 or 4 episodes out at a time of their originals, and then, you know, you can watch the whole series at the end. So as long as DC isn't playing a game with it where they put 3 episodes up, they take them down, they pull them up, they take, you know, as long as it's the content's always available, I might hop on and hop off. But I'm certainly not going to sign up at the jump, even though they're giving a discount out for the next couple weeks. So,
all right, Starfire. That picture. So when I go through and I do the show, you know, I add the pictures in later. So I try and find pictures that are easy to find and are
screen cap.
And not copyright. So I don't have any copy. That was the picture. It's funny because I tried. There's a lot of shit going on in social media right now where actors and actresses get beat up because of designs that other people have done. So when I was talking about it, I tried to walk the line where I don't know the actress at all. I'm sure she's a fine actress.
Right.
And I also don't want to come across as a racist because she is black, you know. But wait, you laugh, but somebody pointed that out on Twitter, like she's Starfire's orange, and you guys have a problem with this black girl playing in Starfire. And you're right. When I went through the trailer, and honestly, I do. I try not to have the gut reactions. Going back to Shazam, I don't like that costume. But now that we've talked it out, and you told me that it's something that Billy Batson makes, well, that makes sense. I just hate jumping to conclusions like that.
Right.
But that Starfire, what we've seen, was terrible.
No, you know what? The Starfire looked horrible. The Beast Boy looked horrible. The Raven looked kind of wacky. You know what I mean?
I didn't really have a problem with that.
But I'm just saying, like, none of them looked good.
Yes.
In the lighting that those paparazzi pictures were taken in.
Absolutely.
But after seeing that trailer, no, I'm pretty convinced that they all look pretty good.
I'm going to go back and look at it and watch it a little bit more closely. But
yeah,
the only one that I really dug was Dick. That Robin costume is wow. Raven, okay, was
the Beast
right.
Boy's not green in the trailer either.
No, I wasn't gonna. I think I said I wasn't. I had a feeling I'm not gonna like Beast Boy either.
But I mean, he's got green hair, but he's not green. Like, so I mean, I could care less who plays it. You know, I was. Here's the funny thing,
and I just want to clarify that I don't.
I agree with you. I think the funniest thing is that I think that on my plane ride I watched the Greatest Showman. That's okay. I watched The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you seen it?
I don't have earbuds. No, I have not.
Okay. So there is a scene in there between Zac Efron and Zendaya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's I feel I watched the musical. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
But there was a scene in a circus with just the two of them.
Okay.
And I said, this is the best representation of Dick Grayson and Starfire that will never be.
Oh, no shit. Really?
Like, if you go back, if you type in Zac Efron Zendaya and watch that song, you will watch it and go, oh shit, no, he should have been Dick Grayson. He still could pull off Dick Grayson better than. Is that
out there? Like, if I go on YouTube and pull that up,
yeah. No,
okay.
I want to check that out. Yeah, you should watch it, and just watch it with the eyes of that's Dick Grayson meeting Starfire for the first time.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And you'll watch it and go, oh no shit, like this is the best because she looks like the perfect part, and he looks it, and he's got, if you know who Zac Efron is, he's got that little bit of that like cocky jock attitude too.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna text me later and tell me, fuck DC, why aren't those two in the film?
Well, I mean, it's for TV.
Like, yeah. But yeah. So so that came out of it. All the comic book news that came out that I didn't pay attention to because I honestly have stopped reading comics for a while now. It's just been too hard to keep up with.
It is. It's hard to keep up with it all.
And
I buy them, but I don't read them.
I do too. I buy them.
I got to stack them. I'm like, I'm going to read these eventually.
Every 2 months, my comic shop calls and says, you got to come pick up your books. And I'm like, all right, I'll come pick up my books. I'm down to 2 a month, but I'll come pick up my books. So, I think that was good. I think the cosplay was good. The crowds were just as busy. The place was just as hopping.
Okay.
I think the nightlife there is akin to Mardi Gras.
Okay.
I don't think you'll get much more excitement than that. The restaurants are all hopping. I think it's an experience that everybody should have at least once in their lives if they're a comic book, movie, TV, sci-fi fan of all this stuff. I think it's because you never know who you're gonna bump into. Either.
Did you see Terry Hatcher?
I have not met Terry Hatcher yet.
Did you see that she was there?
No, Mark Hamill was there. I mean, there's a bunch of people. I heard Dominic Purcell was there with a Bebo on his shoulder walking around. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's there.
Nerdist sent out Terry Hatcher as Lois Lane. I just want to put that out. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's why
I think that's really funny. Well, the year that Bryan Cranston walked around as Walter White and he wore a mask and nobody knew it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm telling you, at the time, a few years ago, I went with one of my girlfriends and she was talking to somebody standing at a booth and he was wearing a Deadpool mask.
Don't even tell me it was Ryan Reynolds.
And she was talking to him for a couple minutes and he's like, oh shit, I gotta go. Nice to meet you. And then like he left, and then later that night we saw the Deadpool panel and she goes, I saw that guy. He was talking to me. She had no clue. It was
Ryan Reynolds, right?
Wow. Barring like confirmation of him taking the mask off in front of her.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Ryan Reynolds. But I've bumped into people. I bumped into the Cast-Eye Zombie. I've bumped into Jim Lee on the sidewalk.
I saw that. I saw that picture. That was cool.
So it's that kind of thing where like keep your head on a swivel when you go to these things because you never know. More so in San Diego than New York.
When you bump into Jim Lee, do you go into fanboy mode?
No, I was very calm because we're in the middle of a crowd. He's looking for where he goes, and I was just like, Jim, can I take a picture, please? Like very polite, very nice. And he's like, yeah, sure. But can we walk while we do it?
Yeah. And
we walked to the door, took the picture. He went in. I went my other way. It was fine. There's a lot of those moments, and you never know.
You took pictures with Jerry O'Connell.
Yes.
Where he's in the background. He's giving you such a dirt. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but he's giving you such a dirt eye. It's awesome. And then the next one is, he's smiling at you. I really hope he was giving you a dirt eye on purpose.
Yeah, no. So it was one of those moments where, you're pressed and you want to be professional, but it's Jerry fucking O'Connell. Like, it's Vern from Stand By Me. And, I'm like 9 years old when I saw Stand By Me, and they're like 12. You know what I mean? Like, and then he was My Secret Identity. You know what I mean? And then he's Sliders. He's, he's Quinn Mallory. Like, and then, he's on, he's in everything. Like, growing up, he was like the kid I always wanted to be. You know what I mean? And then he marries Rebecca Romaine. Like, she, talk about like hitting the jackpot. You know what I mean? Like, he's just the guy. And that press room, I respect the guy who runs that press room. And he usually starts out by saying, nobody's taking selfies in my press room, which I completely respect.
Okay.
And I usually try to keep that out. But I figured, you know what? I'm going to take a picture that I'm in the room with these people while they're doing pictures. And I got a side eye with the first picture I didn't post because it was him not paying attention. The second picture I posted was him like that. There's a third picture. There's an in-between, actually, of him sneaking up on me. And then the last one is him with the hand on his shoulder going, hey, how you doing? He's the sweetest guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
He said hello to my mother. Yeah, Jerry, he said hello to my mother for me. Like, we took a little video for her. I sent that to her. He's the greatest guy. I think he appreciates where he is in life. I think he appreciates like the fans and what's gotten him there. And it really was one of the best experiences. It's like it's meeting people like Jerry O'Connell, going back to the beginning, and meeting Zachary Levi, who didn't have to take a picture a couple years ago with me and did. It's all those little moments and meeting those people. Meeting, guys from Leverage and Timeless, and meeting all those, cast members. They're so humble in a lot of ways, a lot of them.
That's cool.
And come across that way. And I think that's what I think is also fun about it. Andrew Lincoln running down the hallway to try to get to his panel. But you know what? He stopped with everybody in the hallway to take pictures.
That's cool. He seems like he's a cool dude too.
Yeah, like it's those moments. Kevin Smith, like it's all those people. I think that like you don't get that in New York. When you go to New York Comic Con, it feels very sheltered and very controlled.
Yeah.
There isn't this like party Mardi Gras atmosphere.
It's like I don't know if it's a New York thing, but it's like all business.
I think it's all business. I think it's a time of year. It's not the greatest weather all the time.
Yeah. It's run by two different companies, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
San Diego's run by different than New York.
But it's not. I'm not talking about the con floor. I'm talking about the area. Like there's nothing to do at the Javits Center when you leave.
Yes,
unless you want to go work on a taxi cab or go clean up horse shit. There's nothing to do around the Javits Center.
Right.
When you walk outside of the convention center in San Diego, You're in the gas lamp district. You're at all the best bars, all the best restaurants, all the best hotels in the entire city for a 1-block radius.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're up against the water. So like there's no shortage of things to do. So everybody hangs out. All the movie stars are going in and out of bars and hanging out and going to dinner and hanging out and doing everything with everybody. It's those moments too that I think make it really, really special. So we got to get you to go. You got to come
next year. I say every year. Next year. All right. So wait, let's talk exclusives. I know that you were handed whatever, dude. But what I want to talk about, I want to know if you know what the exclusive situation is, what happened, and I want to talk a little bit about Funko and their exclusives.
Okay, first of all, I don't go near Funko because you know what? A 5-year-old or a 6-year-old or somebody under the age of 10 got a fist to the face one year at one of their parties. And it's known, it's out there, and they've had to redo how they do their exclusives because it was
literally got punched on purpose or by accident.
I think somebody dove across the table to grab an exclusive off another table, and when they went over, they kind of went over, Superman style, and
somebody bought
a little kid got punched in the face.
Okay.
So I stay away from Funko. The lottery was nobody I know got into the lottery, but by Saturday, most of the lines were open for people that didn't have tickets. So Hasbro, you know what surprises me? Excuse me, 1 second. This is what surprises me. This one.
I hear it.
This guy was one of the first Hasbro things to sell out.
Are you fucking me?
Realize this? This did not sell out. This sold out.
Are you serious? Why?
I'm serious. I don't know.
It's hideous.
Considering I've seen him.
Is it the Porgs?
It has to be the Porgs.
Do you have the Porgs nearby?
Oh.
I need to see the Porgs.
Yes, I have the Porgs. Oh, hold on.
By the way, I keep looking over there because I keep looking to see what's on this couch.
Yeah, you can see what else. I don't think I have anything. Oh yeah, I got Ray on my desk. Little baby Porgs.
Oh, that's cute.
And then the babies.
Oh, there's no eaten ones, right?
There's articulated wings. They're flocked, so they're fuzzy.
Oh.
So you get 2 Porgs. You get them, I guess, different styles. There's one with orange and there's one without.
Okay.
So you have the 2 different ones.
One's mom, one's dad.
So 1 mom, 1 dad, and then the 2 babies. And believe it or not, it was the Bumblebee scooter, Razor scooter, and the Chewbacca that sold out at the show. The Defenders didn't sell out. The Cube didn't sell out. The King Prime didn't sell out. What else was there?
How much was that set, that Chewbacca set?
Are you going to make me get my fact sheet? I feel like I'm on the news. I feel like I'm you with my news stories.
I don't have any papers today, I keep throwing around.
This was $49.99.
Why I'm amazed that would sell out is because A, that Chewbacca is hideous. And B,
but it's at GameStop. I saw it at GameStop today without the Porgs. You can just get Chewie.
But it's got to be the Porgs.
It had to be the Porgs.
And then the girls, they either produce too many of them, but they're all on clearance now at Target.
Right. But
so I'm really surprised they sold out. It's got to be the Porgs.
Come get exclusives. They're all calling you into the Hasbro line. And I looked up and I'm like, oh, there's the Defenders. There's Han Solo. There's the Cube.
I'm very happy about that.
On the screens at the top. Porgs.
Daddy's going to get himself a Red Skull and Tesseract.
Yes, soon.
August 13th.
I'll
be ready with my F5 finger.
So those are interesting. Lego's exclusive line never died down.
But I thought it was just lottery for Lego.
Nope, there was a thing upstairs where if you weren't, they had extra exclusives on the last day. As I walking by the booth, they said you can buy extras of these sets, or you can buy more than one or whatever. But that line never stopped. Sunday, the floor closed Sunday at 5:00.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday at 4:00, I was still seeing people wrapped around twice the Lego booth because I thought, okay, by Sunday I can do pictures of the Lego booth and take pictures of the new sets.
Yeah.
Nope, I couldn't get anywhere near it.
So you didn't get any Lego pictures?
No, I got Lego pictures on the last day. I had to bust through the line to get them, but I got them. Mezco sold out in a day and a half of everything. Like I wish I had taken a picture. The staff looked so bored because they had sold out. Like they had nothing to sell. They sold out.
You know what? That happens a lot. I think that happened. That happened at New York Comic Con last year. They had all their shit. And it's like they just fucking sell out, man.
They sold. I mean, they had extras of the Wolverine and the Red Skull, and they had the Batman. They had the Punisher for this show. All gone. All gone by like Thursday night. I think they were all gone.
So the reason I bring up the Funko part, because I've been seeing online, I guess there's a lot of unhappy. Well, first of all, Hot Topic was selling a lot of the exclusive. I don't know if they were selling all of them.
GameStop too.
There was by my local mall. At my local mall, there was a line for them, and there's been a lot of people online complaining about not being able to get exclusives.
But here's the thing: they're exclusives, people. Not everybody can have them. It's a limited amount. I know that Hasbro didn't ship out like full cases of these to GameStops.
Okay.
So like,
did you get those at GameStop? Who else did you get?
I got this at Amazon.
Okay.
So this was home when I was waiting, and then I picked up the other ones at GameStop. So I got this set.
Oh, let me see Sif. Oh, I like that. See, I don't want Thor. I'm gonna see if I can get her loose.
So I got that set.
I like Lady Sif.
And then I picked up...
How much was that set, by the way? Is it $50?
It is $50, but it's on sale this week for $37 at GameStop because they have an action figure sale that's going this week.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to track down the Ant-Man set, but nobody has it. Ronin.
Let me ask you something. So they're more money now. They're like $28. Is that just for this line, or is that?
I think it's for this line. More packaging, more accessories.
Okay.
Much different. Yeah, it's $25 or 26. Ooh, Jesus, that's a lot. So the Red Skull is $24.99.
Okay.
But apparently Ronin is
$30.
$30.
Ronin's a good figure, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the head thing kind of stops him from turning too much.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It looks good.
But the 2-packs are $50. But like I said, they're on sale this week. 25% off all action figures.
I really don't want that Thor. I just want Sif.
Yeah.
And then I want that 3-pack that's coming out. I just want Pepper. That's all I want.
So I heard that supposedly has Target's doing their reset this week.
Okay.
So the Gamorrean Guard should be on shelf this weekend. The Thanos 3-pack will be on shelves this weekend.
Who's in that 3-pack?
Doctor Strange, a new Doctor Strange, Iron Man that lights up, and the new Thanos with 2 head sculpts and the open hand.
But they're too much. It's like $75 for his figure. It's too much.
$70. Well, but the light up features and the cloth cape and all that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I know it's a lot. I think the 2-packs, the Marvel Legends 2-packs, the Killmonger and the Falcon 2-packs will be out. So there's a lot, and all these hit wide this weekend supposedly.
Okay.
Not the exclusive. So the stuff that's going to be at Target and all that is going to be.
Well, I don't expect I live in Philadelphia. I don't expect my Targets to have anything because they never.
No, well, they turned me away yesterday when I went to buy the stuff, and then I got calls from friends saying, "Hey, look, well, we went to Target and bought same Target." So I love
it's
how
just you, dude.
It's just me.
They see you coming with that Jedi shirt. And they're like, oh, we're not selling this.
I don't wear. Well, I didn't wear this one yesterday. I wore this for the show, but.
All right. So let me think. What else was there? We touched on some of the Hasbro stuff. That Kingpin looks awesome. Is he the Build-A-Figure?
Yep, he is with 3 heads supposedly.
That's awesome. What else was part of that line?
Oh, that was the other thing. Everybody that's bitching and moaning that none of the X-Men fit together because they're all from different eras can stop complaining. You know why? Because they're making a Blink figure. And that Blink figure means all the X-Men that you have all fit together because she's the center.
She does look awesome.
She's perfect. I thank Dwight for that because I absolutely love Blink as a character. And so I couldn't be more thrilled that she'll be out next year sometime. So
I know you don't really cover Sideshow or Hot Toys. Did you get to take a look at any of that stuff?
I saw it. The stuff's amazing. It looks beautiful. Like there's no doubt in my mind that's some of the most beautiful sculpture and artwork that's around in our culture today. But I can't afford any of that.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why I talk about it because I can't afford it otherwise. I really want. I don't know if you saw it. I just talked about that the Sony Spider-Man suit. Fucking love that Hot Toys figure.
gorgeous. And they had a statue, like a Spider-Man original, like classic looking Spider-Man statue.
Yeah.
With a cloth costume.
Oh shit.
Against the wall, like that pose there.
Yeah.
It's the most stunning thing. It's probably like the size of, I don't know, like a TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's massive.
So it's gotta be at least $500.
It at least, if not 1,000. Like it, but it's gorgeous. But like, I mean, honestly, like, who could afford that?
Well,
I don't know.
Somebody's buying these things because they're constantly putting them out. They're putting up new ones, and I'm always like, as I say, this is the one I'm getting.
Yeah.
But so somebody's buying them.
I haven't broke though. I will admit, I brought SH Figure Arts. I bought import toys.
Mm-hmm.
I've done the Mezco 112. I've done NECA stuff. I've kind of done a little more, some of the vinyl stuff. I bought some of the statues from Diamond. Haven't broke on Sideshow. They haven't gotten me yet.
I think out of everything that's come out recently, I think Mezco is really, the 112 collected line is awesome. I'm always just, I think I call it Lego shock. When you just open it and it's a 6-inch figure because the packaging is so big and it's just a regular size action figure.
I think the first time I did it, I was like, oh.
And I knew what was coming. It just.
Yeah. But then, yeah, once you get it, those are good. I think for Hot Toys to get me, they'd have to do a really good Nightwing figure or a really good Robin figure, and I don't think they've done either one.
No,
yet.
I don't think
I mean, they've done the Burt Ward Robin, and Adam West Batman, but
boring.
They haven't really done enough. So I think that's what would get me in there. But I think
all right, we're at an hour here. Is there anything else you want to talk about that you desperately need to talk about? About Sideshow, about San Diego.
San Diego, I think it's always an adventure.
Yeah.
It's never boring.
Mm-hmm.
You always have a good time.
Are you going back next year?
I always say I'm going to take the next year off, but I talked to a few people, and a few people said to me, "Don't skip next year."
What is that?
They
said me off air?
The last couple years, San Diego has been the show to go to. Don't get me wrong; it is the show of shows. But there's been a little bit of a low key tone to it between Marvel and DC, and
Marvel
kind of
didn't do a lot this year.
Marvel didn't do anything this year except for like their TV stuff.
Yeah.
DC did their big reveals, but supposedly I think next year is going to be a big year. So I always say I'm going to take a year off.
Mm-hmm.
But I always mark it on my calendar and I'm ready to go. So if they'll have me, I'll go again.
So do you ever, when you leave, are you like, ugh, fuck this? Have you ever felt like that? Like, I'm not doing this any fucking more.
Last year.
Yeah? Okay.
Last year it was, it's the expense of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like it's expensive to go.
Yeah.
And if you're not downtown, it's even worse.
Yeah.
If you're not, like I got to stay downtown this year, and when you're outside the city and you have to go, you don't get to do all the fun stuff. You're not there. You're not close enough to do everything.
Yeah.
But the expense of going, it gets pretty pricey. So I think that's usually when I'm like, I could have used the money in a different way. I would have been better. Like I didn't get as much as I wanted to out of it. This year I think I got what I wanted to out of it, so it felt worth it. So yeah.
In regards to next year, isn't next year D23?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, they've got to announce their plans post, Infinity War Part 2 or whatever that is, Avengers 4. So I'm sure that'll happen, but I doubt that they'd skip Comic-Con altogether, considering, everything that will be in the pipeline by that point. So we'll see.
All right. Well, thanks for checking in.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's fun. You got to come. I'm telling you, you got to come. If you're going to go to New York, you're going to go there, you got to come.
Well, New York is just a fucking train ride. I know. I'm going to...
Cool
August 13th, I'll be on here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right, dude. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you.
Fun.
Welcome back.
Yeah.